What we're going to do now is just take a couple of turns with each one of the nations that we have set up. So again, we've got the superpower over here, we've got the developing nation here, and we've got the island nation over here. I've already taken the 2 cards for my superpower, and so what we're going to do is we're just going to take a look here and see if we can build anything. So the 2 building cards that I have in my hand are the fuel plant, and that fuel plant requires a water and an energy to build. And if I build this card, it's going to give me 3 energy. So we're going to look at our hand here, and we've got this action card here. If I don't want to use it as an action card, I'll use it as a resource card, and this resource gives me 1 water. Okay, and so we've got a water, and we've got this peacekeeping card, action card. If I use it as a resource, it's an energy. So we've got our water, we've got our energy. We can build our fuel plant. So we put those in the discard pile. We build our fuel plant, and because we spent resources from our hand, we're going to take these doomsday tokens, we're going to put them on the appropriate tracker. So for energy, we put it on the global warming token tracker, and for water, we put it on the drought card. Okay? Let's see what else we can do from our hand. We've got the sewage plant. Okay, so if I build this for a science and 1 land token, then my engine will now be able to also produce 2 water. So let's take a look. We've got this academic exchange card. That's an action card. If I play it as an action, then I get 1 science. So that's what we need to be able to build this thing. So we spend 1 science, we spend 1 land, and now we've got the sewage treatment facility. And can we do anything else? Well, I've got this global supply chain. I'm not sure if this is a random selection process. Let me just tell you what it says. Basically, when I play this card, I'll select another nation, and then I can force that nation to trade 1 card with me each turn. And so I'm guessing that means I'll select 1 card from my hand, and then they select 1 card from their hand, or maybe I randomly select 1 from their hand, or maybe I just get to look at it. I'm not sure. But that's the global supply chain. If I wanted to play that, I could. This tactical strike, like I said before, I can't play it because I don't have firepower, but this is how you would break a global supply chain. So I'm going to go ahead and pass my turn, and we're just going to go around here to the developing country, and they're going to take 2 cards from the top of the deck. And what do we have? We have global supply chain, we have economic sanctions, we can break a supply chain. We've got a farm, which if I build it will produce 2 food. And we've also got the international airport, which costs 2 water, 2 science, and if I build it, I'll get a one-time bonus of 2 land. So let's take a look and see. I know that I can't build this airport. Do we have the resources to build the farm? We do. We've got the water, and we've got the land. So I'll go ahead and spend the water. We'll put 1 doomsday token onto the drought. We'll pay the 1 land token, and now my engine will produce 2 food that I can use. Is there anything else I can do? I could play this again, but I'm not going to for right now. And so there's nothing else that we can do, so we'll pass our turn. So now we come to the island nation. So again, remember, they started with 1 card, so I'm going to draw 2. Okay, so what we've got this university, which will produce 2 science for me if I build it. It costs a land and 2 wheat. So luckily, I drew 2 wheat cards. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go ahead and play these. And then I'll also spend 1 land. And because I spent 2 food, I'll take 2 of these Doomsday tokens, place it onto the starvation tracker, and now I've got a university. I don't have anything left in my hand as the island country, so I'll pass. We come back around to the superpower. They'll take 2 cards, and we'll see what we can do. We've got a military base, okay, and it costs a food, water, and a land. We've also got the nuclear power plant, cost a science and 2 water. Remember that we built these last turn, so water and energy. So what we can do is we can go ahead and build this military base for a water and a food. I'll spend the water from my sewage plant. When I do that, I don't add any tokens here because I'm not playing a resource from my hand. So all I have to do now is play a food card from my hand. So we'll do this. We'll spend the 1 food for this card. We'll take 1 of these tokens, put it on the starvation, and now we'll also need to spend 1 land. And now we've got a military base, which gives us 1 firepower. With this tactical strike card, now we have the most firepower of all the 3 players. I'll go ahead and play this, and I'll play it on, let's just play it on the island nation. So I'll take 1 land, throw this in the discard pile. It costs me 2 tokens onto the World War Doomsday tracker, and that's my turn. Okay, and so it's going to go around and around like that. There are some cards that allow you. There's 1 card that allows you to increase the number of cards you draw, but it's just going to go around the table until 1 player reaches their nation's objective.